its local government secretariat.
Hello, fellow Biafrans all over the world. I say good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on your location. I am here once more today for an update that is not very interesting, but however bitter it is, we must deliberate on it, my people. Join me from wherever you are so that we will continue. Join me, my fellow Biafrans. Join me. We have something important to discuss, and to discuss it, we must. It's relating to our struggle, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and our Prime Minister. So, my people, join me from wherever you are watching me right now so that we will continue. You all know that I always do interactive sessions in the evenings, sometimes in the afternoon, depending on the schedule. So, my people, join me. Before I continue, I have to thank God, Almighty Father, merciful God. I thank and glorify your holy name. It is not too good with our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but my Lord, you say in every situation we should give you thanks. I thank you that he is still alive, and I pray that you should please tamper justice with mercy towards my leader and release him from the DSS dungeon and from the hands of the enemies. I also pray for the protection and guidance of our PM, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Father Lord, we Biafrans are grateful to you. May you continue to guide all Biafrans all over the world. He say, my people, I have to start this evening with this Biafra national anthem.
We will count shall emerge triumphant from this ordeal, and our crucible unscathed will pass when we are poised battle to win. We shall remember who died in mass. Then shall our trumpets peal the glorious song of victory. We score mighty wrong. Oh God, protect us from dying in pitfall. Guide all our movements, lest we go astray. Give us the strength to money to give and not to count our costs each day. Bless those who rule to serve with resolute slaves, to make this climb our land of righteousness. All hail Biafra.
Hello, my fellow Biafrans. I welcome you all this evening, this afternoon, this morning, depending on your location. My people, you all know that our leader, MSE Nnamdi Kanu, has been in detention now for 3 years and some months. And recently, the governors were clamoring at his release. And I know that something is amiss, because these are not people that you can trust. Before I continue, I have to remind you that this is one of the Breji media platforms. Hello, Jindo. Thank you so much for joining. Waris, thank you. This is one of the Breji media platforms where we bring you authentic information, particularly from the platform Twitter handle of our Prime Minister. Recently, our leader, MSE Nnamdi Kanu, developed an illness, and his representatives, Mr. Aloy, the barrister, Ejimako, went there to see him and said that Onyendu was collapsing, that he was feeling very bad, short of breath, and could not breathe very well, low blood pressure and all. They went to bring a medical practitioner to attend to him. The DSS refused. So you will now agree with me that the governors were paying lip service when they said that they want to bring Onyendu. So on this platform, we don't preach hate. We don't preach violence. All we preach here is our freedom and our liberty. And I plead with any passerby or anyone who does not like what we are doing, please do not join us. We are freedom fighters, and currently our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is not feeling well. So if you look at the topic of today, our leader, current leader, our Prime Minister, His Excellency Mazi Simon Ekpa, has declared that there will be sit at home for 4 days in Biafraland, and that all zoo offices in Biafraland will be under lock and key on the 29th of July, 30th of July, 31st of July, and 2nd of August. It will be total shutdown. So my people, both those abroad and those in homeland, should take note of this. Our PM is not very happy about the development. He is not. Let me read out what our PM said. He said, Biafra, Ekpa-led Breji issues strong warning over Nnamdi Kanu's health. In protest of this devastating development, the devastating development being that our leader is not feeling well at all, and his barristers called for the DSS to grant access to Onyendu's treatment, and they denied it, knowing that Onyendu is very, very ill. His sight is poor, he is having short breath and all that, but they denied him access. They denied Onyendu access to medical treatment. So for that reason, our PM wrote here, in protest of this devastating development, the Biafra government will shut down all Nigeria government secretariat in Biafra land, government houses, government local secretariats, and all Nigerian government institutions. And this is a note of warning he made open today, 17th of July, 2024. My people, you know, when these governors were talking about Onyendu's release, I knew that something is cooking up. They don't want Biafra to come. We all now will understand why Onyendu was kidnapped. He was not kidnapped because they don't like him or anything specific. They kidnapped Onyendu to stop Biafra from coming. But we thank God so much that today we have a man standing in the gap, the Biafra government in exile Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa, His Excellency. He is the one standing in the gap for us. As you all know, our governors, most of them have their families abroad. They don't live in homeland. So whatever happens to Biafrans does not concern them. They don't care. All they care about is how to eliminate those who do not agree in whatever they are saying or what they are doing. They came the other time pretending that they are interested in releasing our leader. Let nobody be swayed by that fake news, because they are trying to brainwash our people who will be thinking in a very naive way that these governors, that they meant what they are saying. So my people, today I have come to let you all know about this sit at home and the reason why the sit at home is going to take place. There must be sit at home. There must be sit at home for the zoo government to understand that the loyalty of our people in homeland completely lies with Biafra government in exile. Let me read out for you what Barrister Aloy Ejimako, what he tweeted in his Twitter handle. Hello, Owen. Thank you for joining. My people, remember to click the like button so that it will invite other people to join us. This is a very important information. It really, really concerns each and every one of us that are genuinely calling for Biafra to come. This write-up was from the Twitter handle of Onyendu's barrister, Mr. Aloy Ejimako, and that was yesterday. He said, today, DSS finally... No, that's not the one that I'm supposed to read for you now. I have to read out the one he wrote yesterday. Yeah. He said here, yesterday, during our visitation, which was on Monday, with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we found him ill with shortness of breath, low blood pressure, and general malaise. For this reason, he requested to see his doctor, and we submitted a letter in this regard. Today, the doctor arrived at the DSS, but was denied access to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. My people, you have seen it, that the zoo wants to buy our Onyendu gradually. Our Onyendu, during his last court hearing, when he attended, you all will agree that he was in a very high spirit. But suddenly now, Onyendu is having low blood pressure and short of breath. This will go to show you that they do torture our leader. They do torture him or do something harmful to him where nobody can easily detect. And maybe Onyendu doesn't want to say all this because he is still in their net. How could a man that appeared in court just the other day, I think on the 19th of June, will suddenly fall into this kind of depressive mood and with shortness of breath, low blood pressure? These are the things that Onyendu is suffering. So my people, Onyendu is going through a lot as it is right now. And our Prime Minister is not finding it funny. Our Prime Minister is really, really upset about this whole development, which is not very well with our Onyendu. Any one of you who would want to join me on the studio, as this is an interactive session, should please indicate. I will send you a link to join so that we will deliberate on this very matter. Onyendu has suffered in this very case. And for that reason, and many other reasons, there is no going back for we Biafrans. No going back. These 4 days sit at home is definitely going to take place in protest for the treatment method at our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, at the DSS dungeon. Definitely going to take place on the 29th of this July, 30th, 31st, and 2nd of August. So my people, note the dates. For those at home, we advise that you go and buy food stuff and keep it at home. There's something that our PM said some years ago that I would like you to listen to, because you know, that indicates that our...
They have to see a reason to detain them. They take them in Biafra. Giving them the green light that you are ending it. I will not allow it to end. When you give the green light that you are ending the Biafra struggle, they will never ever release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu until they succeed in making sure that you end everything. That was the reason. So what it means now is that it is only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that have the guts to request for Biafra. That is what it means. And if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have told you he have millions of people following him who can be even more dangerous, you are proving Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wrong, including proving all those who are on social media saying, you think you're Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, don't worry, you are going to see other people worse than him. You have proven those people and you are proving them wrong, including Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is why he said, I will not disappoint you, or you will disappoint me.
Hello, Chibike.
It is happening. So my people, I want everybody to meditate on this. First of all, know the reason why he was abducted and kidnapped, and extraordinary rendition to Nigeria is to stop Biafra struggle. And now they have tested you, you have fought for it, and you say, oh, if we do this thing now, they are not going to release him, but let us stop everything. Some of them, they have even stopped playing the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's very appalling. I don't get it. Honestly, I don't know whoever that is advising this kind of thing. I don't know. Because Nigerian government can never ever release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when they have come to know that you are doing exactly why they... Now you...
Yes, my people, what our PM was trying to say there is that when somebody is holding something belonging to you, and that very thing, you attach a lot of importance to it, you hold that thing there, and you show them how important that thing is to you, they will never release it. He is talking about the DOS. These DOS people, there was a time they were attacking the autopilot, saying that autopilot should stop playing the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We should stop this, we should stop that. Whereas they are the ones that quietly sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, pretending as if everything is hunky-dory, without knowing that they are the ones who have been delaying Onyendu from moving ahead. Now, they have made it known and very clear, or maybe the governors from the southeast who have been playing the obedient servant game whenever they are pushed, because you will never hear them discussing with the zoo government controlled by the Fulanese. Whenever they are pushing them, they will come hitting back at us using Onyendu. It is so unfortunate that Onyendu is now in the hands of the enemy. The zoo does not like the Southeasterners. The governors do not also like the Southeasterners because they are like puppet governors working for their slave masters. And the unfortunate scapegoat is our Onyendu. They are really playing ping pong with our leader. Now he is in their hands. They know how we have valued Onyendu, and they are not ready to releasing the Mieti Allah leader, Sunday Igboho, all of them, Wandume or Wanduje, the kidnapping leader, all of them have been released, except our Onyendu. They will give one condition. Today they will give another condition, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must denounce Biafra, must do this, must do that. Abaribe will go and be telling them that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have accepted, or if he doesn't accept, let us buy him or punish him further. My people, Biafra coming does not really depend on one person. This is why we have 40 states of Biafra and almost 40-something ministers from those states, plus our prime minister. My people, Onyendu is really going through a lot. He is. Now I have another voice that I will play for you people to hear what is currently going on.
Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, declares 4 days lockdown. MNK currently sick as DSS denied him access to doctor. Here are the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world. You are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel / television this very moment. Today's date is 16th of July 2024, and I have breaking information for every one of you listening to me right now from where you are all over the world. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news, because it's very, very important. I can assure you, my people. The Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa, has declared 4 days lockdown in Biafraland over the latest information. And I want you to pay very good attention as I take you through the news. I will be reading this from the Daily Post Nigeria, and their headline says, Nnamdi Kanu ill with low BP. DSS deny him access to doctors. Ejimako. So we are going to read both the statement of the barrister Aloye Jimako and then for us to see the reasons for the Prime Minister's emergency declaration of the 4-day sit at home. And then we will go straight to his official and verified ex handle to get the news in full details. Now they continued. Aloye Jimako, lead counsel of Mazinam Dekano, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has raised the alarm over the health status of the agitator. Jimako said Kanu is ill with shortness of breath. Shortness of breath. This is very, very serious. Since it has something to do with breath and breathing, it is very, very serious indeed. Now they continued. Low blood pressure and general malaise. He lamented that the Department of State Services, DSS, refused doctors from having access to Kano despite his ill health. Everybody can now understand the game that the federal government of the zoo and the DSS are playing with Mazinam Dekano. Now, they continued. Jimako disclosed this after a routine meeting between Kano and his legal team at the DSS facility.
Hello, my brother Ihejrika. Thank you for joining. Our Onyendu is not feeling well at all. And his lawyers went and brought his doctor. The DSS refused to grant access because they want to buy Onyendu using a gradual tactics. So when you listen, you will follow up.
Facility in Abuja. According to Ejimako, yesterday during our visitation with Mazinam Dekano, we found him ill with shortness of breath, low BP, and general malaise. For this reason, he requested to see his doctor, and we submitted a letter in this regard. Today, the doctor arrived at DSS but was denied access to MNK. The doctor arrived at the DSS today, but was denied access to see Mazinam Dekano, which is unacceptable. The IPOB leader has been detained at DSS facility since he was rearrested, since he was kidnapped. I know you people are afraid to mention it, to say it the way it is, but I will help you. Since he was kidnapped in Kenya and extraordinarily renditioned to the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, from Kenya. Kanu has earlier decried his ill health, and after much back and forth between his legal team and the DSS, he was allowed to seek medical attention before. And I wonder what has happened in Cape Azua. What has changed? We are yet to know. Now, on the side of the Biafra Republic government in exile, ably led by the Prime Minister, Mazi Samuel Banjoko, he said, breaking. Following this development, he is referring to this tweet from the barrister Aloye Jimako. He said, following this development, it is very clear that the Nigerian terrorist state is spying Mazinam Dekano gradually. And for this reason, the Biafra government is taking decisive measures to sanction Nigeria terrorist state in protest to this devastating development. The Biafra government will shut down all Nigeria government secretariats in Biafraland, government houses, LG government, which is local government secretariats, all Nigeria government institutions. If you know you are serving Nigeria government as a civil servant in Biafraland, your premises will be shut down on the following dates. Are you paying attention? Do you hear what he said? In protest of this development, of this devastating development, the Biafra government will shut down all Nigeria government secretariats in Biafraland, government houses, all the defunct Nigerian states, Nigerian created states within Biafra territory will be shut down. Local government secretariats, all Nigeria government institutions, any institution owned by the zoo government within Biafra territory will be shut down within these days. So all the offices and places mentioned above by the PM will be shut down within the following dates. So I want you to pay attention as we go through them. The first date is the 29th of July 2024 will be total shutdown of your offices in Biafra land, total shutdown of your offices. And on the 30th of July, this month, July 2024, will be total shutdown of your offices in Biafraland. Then the third day is the 31st of July 2024, total shutdown of your offices in Biafraland. And on the 2nd of August, 2024, being Friday, the entire Biafra land will be under lock and key. If you are a civil servant under Nigeria terrorist state, you have no place in Biafra on the mentioned dates. Now, let me explain something here. Maybe some of you do not understand it. According to the information from the Prime Minister of the BLGIE, 3 days, these 3 days here, within these 3 days, 29th, 30th, and 31st of July, this month, is the shutdown of these offices aforementioned. These offices, the Biafra government will shut down all Nigeria government secretariats in Biafra land, and which is government houses, local government secretariats, all Nigeria government institutions. These offices and places will be shut down, will be affected during these 3 days that are being written here. All of them will be affected. Not the entire Biafra land, unless if there is any amendment from tomorrow moving forward before the date. But according to the information from the Prime Minister, it says that within these 3 days, 29th, 30, and 31st of July, these aforementioned offices and places owned by the zoo in Biafra land will be shut down. All these places you can see on your screen. But on the 2nd of August, which is this one here, it's going to be on Friday, everywhere in Biafra territory will be under lock and key. This one is going to affect everybody. Madik, Mahari, both me and you, all of us will be sitting at home in protest for the...
Hello, my sister Stella. Thank you for joining. The new development, I don't know if most of you have heard, but even if you have heard, we have to continue so that some of our brothers and sisters that haven't heard, that on Monday, you know that our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Onyendu, that his barristers usually visit him on Mondays and Thursdays. They went there to see him yesterday. Onyendu was having short of breath and low blood pressure and other illnesses. He couldn't even speak to them. So he required a medical attendance. They have to rush. Hello, Chinyere. Thank you, my sister Ndewo. Thank you for joining. So Onyendu's barristers went and brought Onyendu's doctor. They refused. They refused to allow the doctor to see our leader. So they want to buy our leader. Whereas other people that were accused of the same terrorism, this and that, like Onyendu, have all been released. The Mietiala man accused of an allegation of terrorism against him, he has been discharged and acquitted. He has gone home. You all know Abakari. He has gone home. Sunday Igboho, he's now in Germany, where his family is based. And all that, the owner of Sahara Reporter, Showore, was also detained. They have all been discharged, remaining Onyendu. Yet, the governors came the other day with their colorful promises that they want to release Onyendu. Is it not up to 2 weeks now? How many days does it take to release someone? Yet, upon all that, Onyendu became sick. His doctor came. They denied him access to medication. Yes. Thank you, Chinyere. Thank you so much. Hashtag Biafra Mass Exodus. It is this year, 2024. Thank you so much. So, my people, they denied Onyendu access. PM said for that reason, Biafrans are going to protest for 3 days. 29th of July, 30th of July, and 31st. Then on the 2nd of August, there will be total lockdown. It will be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That 29th, 30th, and 31st will be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And 2nd of August will be on a Friday to punish the government for treating our leader this way. So our PM has declared these days, 4 days, total lockdown, and that the zoo offices and secretariats will all be down. So that's what my colleague Odenanwa is reading out. But there's a new development from the barrister's Twitter handle. I will read that one out. The current position of things as of today, 17th of July. But this incident took place yesterday.
For the refusal and access denial of Mazina Mekano's doctor to go and assess his situation, his condition, admit him, and put him under medication. Let me explain something here. Maybe some of you do not understand it. According to the information from the Prime Minister of the BLGIE, 3 days, these 3 days here, within these 3 days, 29th, 30th, and 31st of July, this month, is the shutdown of these offices aforementioned. These offices, the Biafra government will shut down all Nigeria government secretariats in Biafraland, and which is government houses, local government secretariats, all Nigeria government institutions. These offices and places will be shut down, will be affected during these 3 days that are being.
Please, my people, I have this plea to make to you all. You all know that Onyendu is Biafra, and Biafra is Onyendu. Onyendu being detained is Biafra being detained. The Southeast region being detained. I do not see the reason why other people with similar problem or similar allegation as that of Onyendu will be released. They were all detained for one reason or the other, but they have all been discharged and acquitted, and Onyendu is still under incarceration. And we all saw how pleasant Onyendu was looking the last time he attended court. I beg your pardon. These Southeast governors must account for what is happening to our leader. Because you all know that recently Abaribe was boasting in a video that I played here. I am tempted to play that video again, that Onyendu have accepted. Onyendu did not accept. I told you people that Onyendu will not accept it. Whatever Abaribe is saying, that Onyendu will accept the conditions. The conditions they gave to Onyendu, he never accepted. And this is the outcome of his refusal. Only God knows what they have done to Onyendu. Yes, my sister Stella said, the wickedness towards Biafrans is too much. It's so much. We are like little kids being maltreated by adults. What can we do, my people? So we have to look after ourselves. When a child doesn't know, what do? You look after yourself.
That are being written here, all of them will be affected. Not the entire Biafraland, unless if there is any amendment from tomorrow moving forward before the date. But according to the information from the Prime Minister, it says that within these 3 days, 29th, 30, and 31st of July, these aforementioned offices and places owned by the zoo in Biafraland will be shut down. All these places you can see on your screen. But on the 2nd of August, which is this one here, it's going to be on Friday, everywhere in Biafra territory will be under lock and key. This one is going to affect everybody. Madik, Mahari, both me and you, all of us, will be sitting at home in protest for the refusal and access denial of Mazinam Dekano's doctor to go and assess his situation, his condition, admit him, and put him under medication. So it's going to be our own civil disobedience protest against that denial of access. Are you paying attention? And listen, we are doing this because the fight for Biafra is multidimensional. As we are fighting on ground, we are also utilizing both diplomatic areas and, of course, civil disobedience. It is within our right to use every means in pursuit of our freedom. It is within our right. The Constitution gave us that right. The law, both locally and internationally, gave us that right. So now everybody must begin to share this very broadcast because it is very, very important. We are talking about Mazinam Dekano here. The life of Mazinam Dekano is on the line. So we must fight for him now, not tomorrow. It is now. So if you are a Biafran, whether you are Igbo, Ijo, Ibibio, Efik, wherever you come from within Biafra territory, it is your duty to adhere to this warning and this call. Because if Mazinam Dekano comes out from the DSS dungeon, he comes out for all of us. He is there because of all of us, and we must fight to protect him and save his life. So do not listen to anybody that will come tomorrow and tell you there is no safe at home. They do not mean well for both Mazinam Dekano, the freedom of Biafra, and for all of us. They never meant well for us. They never meant well for us. So these very dates, and if you are working as a government official or you are working as a civil servant serving the zoo in Biafra territory, the earlier you adhere to this very call and warning, the better for you. The time has passed when we're listening to gossips. Oh, the time has passed. The level I know now, I was that level that people are ranting on social media and people are listening to them. That level, that time has passed. So if you are a Biafran serving the zoo as a civil servant within Biafra territory, all these messages are for you. You must adhere to this call. And on Friday, 2nd August, is for every Biafran. The entire Biafraland will be under lockdown. And everybody must adhere to this call. So once you come across this very news, Tosaya, share it and make it go viral.
Yes, my people, this is the way it is for now. Biafra government in exile have spoken, and you all know that whenever our PM says something, that the zoo are always shaking and quaking. And I have something here from the barrister of our leader, Mazinam Dekano. This was tweeted this afternoon. He said, today, DSS finally allowed Mazinam Dekano's physician to see him. Have you seen it? This will show you people that they listen to us every minute. Even as we stream, they will come with different names. Sometimes they will just come there or come here and be quiet. They will never make any comment. Like my is always making a comment, always writing something, because she is a genuine Biafra. The same thing with Chinyere, the same thing with Chibike, the same thing with all of you that are here. You will be making comments. You would want to say something, something that is in your mind, what you are expecting, because this is an interactive session. As I said earlier on, we are freedom fighters, people with liberal mind. We are very transparent people. We are here to talk about our freedom and our liberty. We are not haters. We are not violent people. And we don't preach violence. These people have been massacring our people using the military, the police, the army, even the Air Force. They come with bombing our people. We have nothing to fight them with because we are not fighters. We are developers. We are lovers of freedom. So, when we are here, some of them will be hanging around, not making a comment. When they finish listening to us, they will go back and make a report. Those lily-livered men who have forgotten their history, that these people ruling them are neither from Oduduwa or from Biafraland or from Hausa land, because the Fulanis just came to Hausa land and settled. And some of them, by the benefit of that language there, they can speak Hausa very well. But they have their own language called Fufude. So they always listen to us. The barrister now said that today, being 17th of July 2024, that the DSS finally allowed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's physician to see him. The doctor's preliminary report presented complex medical conditions. You see it. This goes to show that they do something to this our Onyendu, because a man we saw the other day in court looking very hunky-dory, very happy, suddenly went down. Only God knows what they do to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He said that these complex medical conditions required that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be taken to hospital for more detailed diagnosis. Yes, maybe when he is taken to hospital, from the diagnosis, they will be able to detect whether this is poison or obnoxious, anything administered to him without him knowing. They could put it in the food or anything. I'm not insinuating any of those. But you can imagine that was healthy the other day. Suddenly, he became short breath, all the condition, health malaise, and the low blood pressure. He said this follow a report that will be sent to the DSS by the director. My people, fellow Biafrans, we have a lot in our plate. We do have a lot in our plate. I'm telling you, we cannot be sleeping while Onyendu is not feeling well at all. We cannot. Yes, we cannot be sleeping. This is very, very urgent, because Onyendu has really, really suffered for we Biafrans. If Onyendu had accepted their terms and conditions, do you think that Onyendu would have still be there? They would have discharged him and asked him to go. But Onyendu said no to all their crooked terms and conditions for bail. These governors, they are not missing or losing anything, because all the budgetary money is in their hands. They can play with it as much as they want. Today, our people cannot feed properly, but because we have been trained, we have been conditioned to survive under hardship, we don't complain. Our people will always endure anything. But Onyendu is there standing on the gap for us between these marauders, the human beings that do not value life of other people. The world should hear this. The world should hear this. I wonder why the UN did not sanction Nigeria, because the penalty for disobeying any of the treaties of the UN is sanction. But because they have their eyes everywhere, they could not be sanctioned. And because of the vested interest of those who supposed to place that sanction, you all know that we have what they want, and they cannot sanction Nigeria for breaching the international and the national laws. Onyendu was renditioned illegally, brought home. Well, rendition is something you do to someone illegally. So my people, Biafra is definitely going to come, and Onyendu will be released. I have a voice of Onyendu that I want to play for all of you. We cannot forget Onyendu in a hurry.
I despise Dangote. He is not the richest man in Africa, and I will tell you why. Because he's a monopoly. In America, he will be in jail. I keep saying this every broadcast I come and I tell you. All of you were there. Let me tell you what the Fulanis have in store for you. Go into ordinary business. In every sphere of the economy, the Fulani dominate. Their stranglehold is total. They own over 90% of the oil wells. The reason why they own these oil wells is because people in the region of Biafraland.
Yes, Owen, I agree with you. One name Rapo. Hello, Okafo. Hello, my sister Ada Biafra. Well done, one name. Ndewo. Our Onyendu is not feeling well at all. And our PM, because of the disobedience of the DOS, not to allow Onyendu to have a medical treatment, our PM and the Biafra government in exile ordered for 4 days lockdown in Biafraland on the 29th, 30th, and 31st of July and 2nd of August, which will be on a Friday. The zoo will know that it's not everybody that you mess up with.
Forgot who they are to allow the enemy to come in. That is why Ogoni land is polluted and can never be cleaned. That is why every year resource control with nothing happening. Because of the efficiency of divide and rule that they applied, of course the British applied. Let me tell you what they have done. Cement. Everybody must buy cement to build a house. Because of the way the white man taught us to build houses. Whereas before we used to use clay to build our houses to maintain the temperature inside at 26 or 27 degrees centigrade. And all of a sudden it's all breeze block. There is a conductor of heat. Let's put that to one side. For you to build a house, Let me tell you how clever the Fulanis are with their British advisors. Everybody needs shelter at some point. If you're successful in life, you're bound to build a house. Even if you don't build, you're bound to rent a house. You're not going to sleep outside. The landlord that built the house or the owner of the house must have built it with the cement. You see how clever they are. The Fulanis thought to themselves, let us control the cement industry. How are they going to control it? By killing off and closing every other cement producer in the country. So that only one man is not going to produce the cement. He's going to import the powder and bag it somewhere in Lagos. That's how you have Dangote cement. Over the years. Some of you may have forgotten, but my uncle used to work at Niger Cement factory in Calago, built by Dr. Michael Lopara. Niger Cement is called, on Calago Cement. Some of you have forgotten, but I'm sure if you're as old as I am, you remember BCC Lions of Boko. Have you forgotten Lion Cement from Benue? BCC means Benue Cement Company. They used to have cement in Benue State. There was Elephant Cement.
My people, you see, we must be playing Onyendu's voice, whether they like it or not. Whenever you are listening to Onyendu, listen carefully. There is something he's saying here that I've never heard before. I'm just hearing it now.
Factory in Calago, built by Dr. Michael Lopara. Niger Cement is called, on Calago Cement. Some of you have forgotten, but I'm sure if you're as old as I am, you remember BCC Lions of Boko.
Have you heard?
Lion Cement from Benue. BCC means Benue Cement Company.
Can you
they used to have
imagine?
cement in Benue State. There was Elephant Cement, Ego Cement, Ashaka Cement, Boham Cement. Even if Grayton had his own cement. Now, people complain, they don't have any jobs, they are mistress, they have no jobs. But you people, the same Fulani that you people idiotically voted for, or claim you voted for, are the people that shut down all these factories. They want Fulani to control you. They gave the monopoly, the license to import cement to one single Fulani man. Dangote. That was why they put Ibeto in prison. EFCC called him and imprisoned him to stop him from selling cement. Only one Fulani, only one, mind you, the control of the oil. Only one Fulani man. Some of you are so stupid in Nigeria. I don't know the type of God that made some of you, but I will educate and I will enlighten you. If you listen to us without bias, believe you me, your life can never be the same again. Your brain will open. Let me give you an example of what is happening in Zoo. Before now, there was nothing, and Obasanjo is very stupid, I'm telling you. Obasanjo is an idiot. Obasanjo was the man that rubber stamped some of these things I'm telling you right now this evening. Not only do Fulanis control the oil well, there were a lot of people, thousands of people working in the refineries. Let me tell you what they did next. They went into the refineries and they shut every refinery down. They went and built a refinery under Abacha in Equatorial Guinea. They went into a consortium with the British and built a refinery in Exeter, in England. Now, this crude oil that previously would have been refined in One, in Iguacha, Port Harcourt refinery, in Warri, or to an extent Kaduna, now we ship them abroad and made every worker in that place useless, rendered them unemployed. Money wasn't coming in. I want people to understand when Lai Muhammad was saying, what holds us together is more than what you all that rubbish, nonsense. I want to tell you how Fulani took over your lives before your eyes, as you're watching Papa One Nigeria, our flag, our team, Super Eagles, Green Eagles, Siglet, talking about the Fulani, we are stealing your lives away from you before your own eyes. Fulani was not content in owning the oil wells. They shut down the refineries where our parents were working, where you could study petroleum engineering, graduate, and find a job to feed your family. That sector was shut down. Remember, they shut down the cement sector. Very critical. Every day there's construction going on, isn't it? It's a very critical sector of the economy. getting raw materials, of course. Fulani, Dangote one man. Now let me tell you what they did very cleverly. They came to the petrol. Not only the oil well is not enough, though. To tell you how much they hate you, they call you a Nigerian. Let's unite, but they despise you. They hate you. If not, why would they shut down all the cement factories and allow one man to import? I didn't say produce, import. You will have limestone in Nkala right now in your state rotting away. Shut down. BCC in Nuboko, shut down. Maybe you don't get about taking it to rebad, not to produce, not to manufacture cement, but to import cement powder and repack it. That's all that they do. And they claim they love you. They claim they want to see Nigeria progress. I am doing this program discipline to let the whole world understand that there is no basis for unity in Nigeria, because the whole thing is based on evil and wickedness. Why? Because Fulani people are not hardworking people. They can't wake up by 5 or 4 in the morning to go to work. I challenge anybody. All those factories that you see in Lagos, in all those industrial banks, I challenge anybody anywhere in the world to tell me if a gentleman can wake up by 4 in the morning to go to work in a factory. I challenge, it's a challenge to everybody. Show me one. Now listen. They took over cement, which is very critical. They took over oil itself.
My people, what Onyendu is saying, does it make sense to you? You that is a hardworking tribe, you are a huge threat to their existence. And everything they can do to marginalize you, make you dormant, make you impoverish you so that you don't challenge them, they will do it. They quickly claim that Nigeria was handed over to them. Who does that? All the oil wells, they own it. They allow Dangote to be importing cement and everything imported, even rice. Instead of buying tractors like Ibrahim Traore is doing for his people now, buying tractors for farmers, expanding all the cement industry, they wanted Dangote to import, creating jobs for other people. My people, anybody that doesn't want to create job for you, you know that is in the Bible, that there is a benefit in labor. They know that creating labor for you is making you to be able to feed, pay a house rent, send your children to school, because a whole oil producing and gas producing country like Nigeria have no free education, even to primary school level. Then you will start from scratch to train your children from school to university. Yet you have no job. You are unemployed. Then Dangote, in the whole of zoo, will be the one to import cement. You heard how many cement industries that Onyendu counted here that was shut down, including the almighty oil refinery. Shut down. They prefer to send it to overseas countries to be refined, create job for other people, because they don't love you, because they have no relationship with you, because they came from Sahel in North Africa. Yet our lily-livered men, the jelly winged governors, fly by night, political obituaries, they will be here serving them. I don't know what happened to our people. It's so unfortunate. Then the only man that speaks for us, they have now held at him and detained him. Hello, Henry. Thank you for joining. My people, we are now 21 people watching. Kindly click the like button. Thank you so much. As I said earlier on, anyone who wishes to join me on the studio should please indicate, and I will send you the link. Yes, my sister Stella said, of course, it makes a lot of sense, my sister. These demons are evil. They have monopoly of everything. Yes. And these are people who came from somewhere. I don't know what our men think. I don't know whether our own men are, I don't know what is wrong with them. How they can be so scared of foreigners. You are scared of being pied, yet every day they are paying you people. Why not chest out and face your fellow man?
The only way that people, private individuals, share oil wells amongst themselves. That is not enough. Instead of moving that oil to the refinery to be refined, where we can find jobs to make kerosene available easily, to make fuel available to run our country. No, not at all. To tell you how evil they are. Those claiming and shouting one Nigeria, to tell you how satanic they are. They moved all those jobs abroad by shutting down all the refineries that you have in your zoo country. And who is the judge of NPC? Fulani, the Kiari family. Understand? Now, you see what they do? They now move crude oil abroad to the refineries that they built with stolen money from the public coffers. It doesn't end there. Denying you jobs is not fair. It's not the end. It's not even their problem. Now, to bring that refined petrol back into Nigeria, you will not pay subsidy again to bring back into the country what left the country for free.
Have you people now seen why they want to buy Onyendu? Because he's the eye-opener. As he said here now, that there used to be Benue cement industry. In Benue, BCC, Benue cement factory or whatever. I never knew of that. They were all shut down by the Fulanese, so that Dangote will be the only Fulani man importing. You know, when you import something, is exchange rate. You will buy it, you will pay double. But we have cement in Nkalago and in Benue, and we cannot drill and introduce people to be working there to create employment for our people. That goes to show you how they reason. How they reason. I don't know if I can find this Sadwana of Sokoto's video here to remind us that these people don't love us, especially for the saboteurs who are always bowing down to their evil. You know, these people don't love us. They don't want us alive. All this oil, everything they are using belongs to us. You know, they don't want us to enjoy what God gave us. And some of us, especially the governors, you know, they are running round these men. Listen to this. Listen to this man in order that you will understand what Onyendu is saying.
One thing I've noticed, Premier, while I've been here, is that I seem to have, I might almost call it, an obsession about the Igbos. Could you perhaps explain that to me?
Well,
hello, Lillian. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, the Igbos are the type of people whose desire is mainly to dominate everybody. If they go to a village, to a town, they want to monopolize everything.
Have you people seen him? The Igbos. This was the man that came to destroy the image of the Igbos in the zoo. This is the man. That is the same man that Soludo was telling one man sometimes last month or 2 months ago that the Fulani said that Chukwu Manzogo by their father. This is the man. He is a foreigner, and you are coming to attack the owners of the land. What does it show? The kind of people. Let's listen.
In that area. If you put them in a labor camp as a laborer, within a year they will try to emerge as headman of that camp, and so on.
Try to emerge as headman of the camp, their hard work, which Onyendu said here that the Fulanis are lazy. They cannot get up by 4 a.m. to start getting ready for work. Unlike the Southerners. Unlike these very Igbos he is talking about. They are very lazy as you see them. All they know is how to buy people.
Well, in the past, our people were not alive to their responsibilities, because you can see from our northernization policy that in 1952, when I came here, there weren't 10 northerners in our civil service here. Then we tried to have it northernized, and now all important posts are being held by northerners.
Is this policy of filling all key posts in the north solely with northerners and not with other Nigerians a temporary or permanent one?
In actual fact, what it is a northerner first. If you can't get a
It's a northerner first, but now it's Biafra first. Yes, he said this in that 1950 something. Now in 2024, we are saying it's Biafra first.
northerner, then we take an expatriate like yourself on contract.
You see, they will get an expatriate. Did you hear that? They will get an expatriate contract. That's exactly what they are doing till today. Remember, this video is around the 1950s to 1960s. And that is exactly what they are all doing till today. If that's what Onyendu is saying here. He said, instead of giving an Igbo man the job, they will give it to an next. So instead of giving the whole children of the zoo, creating job for them, they prefer to create it for a foreigner. That's what he's saying in effect.
Expatriate like yourself on contract. If we can't, then we can employ another Nigerian, but on contract too.
You see?
This is going to be permanent, I should say.
Did you hear that? If they cannot get an expatriate like you, which is this Oyibo man interviewing him, they will get another Nigerian on contract too. So since that zoo has been on, all the people that have ruled, like Obasanjo and what's his name again, Jonathan, and all these people that are not Fulani, they have all been there on contract, and they see them as such. That is why they hated Onyendu so much. How dare you having such guts in your father's land? But these people are visitors. The Fulanis came from North Africa. Just look at him with his narrow nose. These people are with Saudi Arabia, but Saudi people drove them away because they are very violent, marauding people. They moved from Saudi Arabia to North Africa. North Africans did not even want them to be there. They started moving all about. Even till tomorrow, they are having case with Ghanaians. Ghana said Ghana has a blanket ban on their existence in Ghana. These people.
As far as I can foresee, because it will be rather dangerous to see the number of boys who are now turning from all institutions, coming out, having no work to do, whichever government of the day might be. It will feel rather embarrassed, and it might even lead to bloodshed.
Doesn't this damage the idea, sir.
So my people, I really don't enjoy showing this man this because it's very annoying. This is just to buttress Onyendu's point that Dangote is the only man in the whole zoo bringing in cement, and they chose to close all the cement factories in the zoo, but to import, create job for a foreigner. Instead, people who own the land will benefit from that. They shut it down. That's why Onyendu started by abusing Obasanjo, because whenever you are ruling, they will tell you what to do. Today, they are having underground fight with Tinubu, because this man said here now, Onyoshia, that if they don't employ an expatriate, they will employ another foreigner to do a job for them on contract. So when you go there and you are not doing what they want, they will come after you. If you go to all the internet, the newspapers, they are all criticizing Tinubu because the man not dancing 100% to their tune. That is how they are. That's why they are holding Onyendu. Because Onyendu, they believe, how dare you to be challenging their authority?
Only if black people can reason. They took away cement sector, critical in the building of an economy in the world. They took away oil, which is the only thing that you have, so to speak. They export it and they make money. They bring it back and you pay tax for it. Yet no refineries are working. That is how you have fuel subsidy. The meaning of fuel subsidy is that your refineries are not working. Not that they will not work if you turn them on, but because fuel and shut it down. Yet they will control your lives. Two sectors. We must all eat, isn't it? Everyone must feed every day. You have to eat something. There is no food you cook in our land without salt in it. No. You must add salt now. It's normal. You cannot have tea in the morning without sugar. Dangote. Ordinary Indomie. Dangote. There was a Biafraland I met in Netherlands. They wanted to bring Indomie into the zoo. I think he brought sample. They arrested him at the airport and put him in jail for trying to disrupt Dangote's stranglehold on the, should I say, the ready meal industry, pasta and all those other rubbish.
You all will agree with me now why they imprison so many of our brothers. The other day, I was watching a pastor pleading that a lot of our young men and women are in prison for doing nothing. You know, when somebody commit crime and you arrest them, take them to prison, the following day, you're supposed to take them to court so that judge will decide on the cases of what they alleged against them. But no, in the zoo, it's not like that. They will keep you there perpetually. And that woman was asked by this pastor. She said that she has been there for 16 years and that she has never been taken to court. Another guy said the same thing, that this is his own 15th year. So they will put you perpetually in prison so that you don't come out to challenge them. How can the whole country be watching people who are not up to 13 million in number in the whole zoo that is 200 and something million? Foreigners in your land. What sort of that they have that you cannot take away from them? Because they are selling Biafrans to Oyibo man. Fa na ndị ọcha na-agbakọ, anyị nwa bụrụ ndị nkiri. They are daring. They felt that Onye is daring their position, and in order to succeed in doing all that, they will use your brother, likely your wife, like Etufa si use nwunye onye ndu, ọ na-eso ndị DOS na ndị governors. This is what we are facing. My people is getting too much. We have to remain focused. Even the saboteurs should remember that Fulani abụrụkwa onye mmadụ na-agbala odibo. After using you, they will send you where you have helped them to send the rest.
The people eat. Only them. Only them. You cannot feed without
Very selfish people.
contributing to Fulani domination of your life. In religion, those of you who are Muslims, Fulani is number one. Politics, they are number one. Army, they are number one. The police, they are number one. Everywhere, they are number one. Anytime you talk, unity, they hate you, they kill you, they arrest you, they shoot you, anything, unity. Because they know what they're benefiting. The final game is to hand over our land and our forests to their brothers and sisters from the Sahel. And it's happening before our eyes. Bone shut down. Refinery. That could have employed millions of people. Ibocha down. Warri down. Even Kaduna. Who built Kaduna Refinery? It's not Obasanjo. They asked me, said he's diversifying the location of major industries. He wanted to please the Fulani masters that put him in power. They built Kaduna Refinery. You have to move oil all the way from the south to the north. They can pipe oil to the north and everywhere else, but they cannot pipe clean water to your homes. They cannot pipe gas to your homes. And they tell you, we protect one Nigeria. We are all Nigerians. We are going to make progress. Progress how? For how many years? How can you make progress by shutting down industries that employ people, rendering them unemployed, and importing into the country finished items and products that you could have produced in your country? Are you listening to me? I despise Dangote. He is not the richest man in Africa, and I will tell you why. Because he's running a monopoly. In America, he will be in jail. I keep saying this every broadcast I come and I tell you. All of you were there. Let me tell you what the Fulanis have in store for you.
Yes, my sister. Really? Yes. Yes. Oh my God. If you still want to do it, call me. Then we will talk about it. I will introduce you to someone. Just call me if you are still interested so that we will talk. My people, Onyendu has finished. At least we have heard his voice. Nothing will happen to Onyendu. Please, my fellow Biafrans, let us all pray for Onyendu, for his survival. Let's pray. God hears prayers. He is God of mercy. Yes, they occupied all the sensitive positions. The people are so crooked. Very, very crooked human beings. Yet our people haven't learned their lessons. Rather, they prefer to go and be bowing down. You know, our people prefer to go and bow down. You know, they prefer to go and beg. Oh my God. Let me check this video. These people, oh my God.
Mad people. Adandem Nandiegede and the Biafra Republic government in France liaison are inviting all Biafrans all over the world to come and join us in welcoming our Prime Minister, His Excellency Mazi Epa Simon Njoki. Biafra mma ejiri gbuo agụ ya ka onye iro si na ọ dịrọ nkọ mana ha ekwetago na ọ dị nkọ. Nwata dọrọ agboro ogo onwe ya agụ na-eche mba one of Biafra anya ụrụ ụmụ Biafra. The good guy. Ogene. Mmụọ na-apụ apụ. The spiritual son of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The nuclear shelter of the Biafra Defense Force. Spokesperson of the United States of Biafra and his cabinet members Makana table plank. On the 21st of July 2024. Venue Zoom. Time 6 p.m. Biafra time. Please come and let us meet the noteworthy one. Please come, let us make it a history. Oba Tobi, Oba Tobi, Oba Tobi, Ogene.
So my people, that's it. In a very quick recap, let me remind us of why this evening program was held. Our leaders, legal team went to see him yesterday, Monday, and they found that Onyendu was having short of breath, low blood pressure, and other malaise. Onyendu couldn't talk to them, and they quickly rushed to go and bring Onyendu's medical practitioner. The DSS denied Onyendu access to medical treatment. And for that reason, Biafra government in exile under the leadership of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, decided that there should be a 4-day sit-at-home starting on the 29th of July, 30th of July, and 31st of July, and that on the 2nd of August, there will be a total shutdown to eliminate the zoo offices in the homeland, in protest for the way they are treating our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But because of this threat, our leader's barrister had on his Twitter handle this evening that they have allowed Onyendu, because they are always scared when our Prime Minister makes a ruling, because it is always a very challenging one. Like the Ahmadu Bello of Sokoto doesn't want any Igbo person to exist. And we will tell them this time around that that land belongs to us. We first, Biafrans first, we are to the boundary, where the boundary ends, and where they will not step their foot in Biafraland. We don't own that land with them. So my people, you have heard everything said and done. Finally, the last video I played was an invitation to France on Sunday. the 21st. You know that our great Adadiorama, the one that always praises our PM in a very resounding voice, she lives in France. So my people, it will be happening in France because our PM takes time to visit all Biafran offices and homes in all the countries where they reside. He has a very wonderful leadership quality. Any man that does what our prime minister have been doing for their people living in exile, you can imagine what he will do when Biafra finally comes. Biafra will be the envy of the world. I love you, my people, and I would want us to meditate over everything you have heard. Ensure that you click the like button, share this message so that it goes viral, because our people in homeland, they need to hear, especially for the 4-day sit at home. That stands until our PM says otherwise. That 4-day sit at home remains the command of the Biafra government in exile. Yes, my sister Stella, you said, let us pray for our brother Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. God will frustrate the counsel of Ahithophel. In Jesus' holy name. Amen. My people, wonderful Biafrans, I will leave you here and love you. And I say thank you all for watching. Don't forget to click the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to Betty Ford TV and follow me on my Facebook, Betty Ford Second. Thank you, wonderful Biafrans and lovers of freedom. All hail Biafra. Peace, unity, progress, and equity. Thank you, my people. Bye from here.